All right, let's take a look at this. I'm going to be giving my opinion on these express oil change places here. Let's take a look.
A Douglas County woman's car engine is sitting in her backseat. She says a bad oil change destroyed it. It happened at the Take 5 on Thornton Road. That's the same place consumer investigator Justin Gray was earlier this month for the same kind of complaint. And just
So I'm going to stop right here and say, what is the name of this place? Take 5 oil change. So it's going to be the quickest, most inexperienced, inefficient. Just these guys over here, just some regular Joes off the street. They're not experienced mechanics. It's just an oil change place. Most of the time, it's kids out there in the shop. Sometimes it can be good to get an oil change, but just like going to Walmart or these places, you're going to be, in danger of getting stripped drain plugs, um, damage to other things, stuff left loose, incorrect oil filters, tightened wrong, just little details that guys that have been doing this a long time can handle quickly and efficiently. All right.
is live there now with some new developments.
Yeah, George, we know the national brands, the brands like Take 5 here, but if something goes wrong, it's not that recognizable brand, their corporate office you're going to be dealing with. It's the local owner, the local franchise owner who you'll be.
And a lot of people find them in this kind of situation, find themselves in this kind of situation with shops and places like this all the time. And people don't know how to fix their own stuff. They don't even know how to maintain their own stuff, do their own oil change. Just a whole nother thing. But this kind of situation happens to a lot of people.
Fighting with over that money. What's in your back seat?
My engine, part of my car.
She's saying it's her engine in her back seat, but what you're seeing here is the intake manifold, valve covers, ignition coil.
It doesn't take a mechanic to now see that Johnston McLaughlin's 2019 Jeep Grand.
You never want to let these places do anything any more than an oil change. That is it. Don't let them do anything else. If you have to get an oil change, there's nowhere else to go. Okay, I get it. Do not let these people take anything apart past an air filter or an oil change. They're going to open the hood. They've tore this thing down past the valve cover, past the intake manifold. It's just the top part of the engine.
Cherokee is undrivable.
What they pulled out of my car looks like something from out of my car. What they pulled out.
Let's see here.
Drivable.
What you're seeing right here is this is a 3.6 liter Pentastar engine, Grand Cherokee, dual overhead cam. You got two cams on each side. Your intake cams, exhaust cams. These things are known to develop really bad ticking noises from the lifters, rocker arms, and the engine oil cooler that sits down in here almost always will leak and go bad. But anyway.
What they pulled out of my car looks like something from a sci-fi movie.
You can see the engine damage in these pictures.
What it's looking like is when they replace this lower oil pan, because this engine has the aluminum section up here is the upper oil pan. They replace this lower oil pan, which is probably like one of the easiest jobs to fucking do on these cars. Just a few bolts, tiny little pan. It looks like they used a paper gasket, which is ridiculous. And the pickup tube for the oil pump is completely clogged with shit. So that's going to starve, the upper engine of oil delivery. Metal on metal, boom, you're going to have engine damage.
Pictures and
it looks like it's the two-wheel drive version.
Piece of a towel mechanics found inside. Johnston McLaughlin believes the damage started here at the Take 5 location on Thornton Road when she says an oil pan wasn't properly replaced during a routine oil change.
The manager told me that I forfeited the warranty that is.
Replacing an oil pan is not part of a routine oil change, okay? Routine oil change is you drain the oil, you change the oil filter, you tighten your drain plug, you fill it with oil, you make sure there's no leaks, you make sure your oil level's right, boom. Come
on the contract of a oil change because I did not bring it back to them.
Earlier this month, we introduced you to Regina Lee. The engine in her 2023 BMW X3 was destroyed after a...
And let's just talk about this for a second. If you got a luxury vehicle, you got to pay to play. All right, you're not going to be buying a BMW and going, well, let me just take you to the cheapest oil change place. Okay? That's not how it works, okay? You bought a BMW. Nobody wants to take it to BMW because they're so expensive, and they want you to do everything. These cars have so much maintenance and service. I don't even want to get into that, but if you have a vehicle like this German vehicle, European parts, specialty components and tools it takes to work on these things, don't take them to this kind of place, man. You're asking for trouble. They're not going to do the right thing if something goes wrong.
A Take 5 oil change at the same Douglas County
Luxury
location
vehicle
when the
service too.
oil drain plugs were not properly reinstalled.
I just want them to take full accountability for their mistakes. That's all.
Even when you go with a big name brand like Take 5, our Channel 2 consumer advisor Clark Howard says you actually will be dealing with the local franchise owner if things go wrong.
You're dependent on that individual store and that store owner.
That Grand Cherokee engine they just showed, the 3.6, also in the later years, they blow head gaskets notoriously, especially on the passenger side bank. From my experience.
To do right by you. And the big company is like, we wash our hands of it.
Since our last story, the owner of this Take 5 location.
And that's going to be the newer 3.6 that has the EGR cooler and all that crap. An EGR over on the passenger side.
An email Regina Lee, quote, I look forward to settling the mess our mistake has put you in. But he also refused to increase the amount he would pay toward a new engine, telling Lee he, quote, wasn't thrilled to do so when you decided it would be a smart move to go to the media and tarnish our business's reputation. That owner also emailed me that, quote, taking care of a guest that has a genuine concern or complaint is absolutely our responsibility, but there is a line between that and those that want to try and game the system. John Johnston McLaughlin just needs transportation.
It's a big burden.
This is the point that this all comes down to. And nobody wants to pay for these things. They get expensive. Maintenance is expensive. Have it done right, or you're going to be paying way more in the long run to take care of whatever mistakes were caused by not just doing it the right way the first time. Okay? So save yourself this mess. It's hard to find a mechanic you can trust. But a mechanic you can trust is going to be someone that's going to talk to you, explain things in a way you can understand, and they're going to show you what's wrong, why it's wrong, and why it needs to be replaced. Okay?
And I'm not able to go to work. I have no car. I've been Ubering.
Now, the vice president of the Chinara Group that owns this location had told me he'd do an interview, but when I tried to set that up, he did not respond. Now, Clark says instead of going to these national chains, what he recommends is you develop a relationship with a local mechanic. That'll cost more probably for an everyday oil change, but then you have that relationship, that trust established if something bigger goes wrong with your car. Reporting live in Douglas County, Justin Gray, Channel 2 Action News.
Imagine.
I agree. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and comments down at the bottom. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.